People are coming not just for books, but for socialization, just as Joanne said. Come to a program, meet new people, connect with people. We definitely found that after COVID, people were really looking to connect again, and not just connect with people, but maintain those connections. And so coming to the library on a regular basis for a program is a great way to do it.
Welcome to Proudly Dufferin. I'm Priya, a local realtor and a proud believer in everything that Dufferin County has to offer. And today I am in Grand Valley Public Library, and I have with me Joanne and Sarah.
Hello, welcome.
Welcome to the show. So, to begin with, can you tell the audience who you are and how are you associated with the library?
My name is Joanne Stevenson. I'm the CEO of the library, so I run the library. I've been with the library for 23 years now, and I started at front desk, and I slowly worked my way up until the CEO position.
Wow, wonderful.
My name is Sarah McTaggart. I'm the Programs and Outreach Manager here at the Grand Valley Public Library. I've been here since 2021. My previous role was a social worker, so this has been a lovely fit. I run the programs here. I plan and execute them and do a lot of the social media, the website, lots of outreach, and some other little things in the middle. Yeah.
Wonderful. So Joanne, since you've been here 23 years, can you tell us a little bit about the history of Grand Valley and the history of library? How has it changed in the last 23 years?
There's been a number of changes in the last 23 years. The library was actually originally a Carnegie library, and the tornado in 1985 took it down. So this building that we're in right now was built in 1988, and the library has been running out of this building since then. When I started in 2002, we still had VHSs. We still lent out VHSs. We've slowly progressed. I mean, the library is always moving. We're always progressing. It's not just books. It's a lot more than just books.
Yeah.
We have now, we progressed from VHS to DVDs. We haven't gone to online movies yet. There's other options out there for people, so that isn't something we offer. Other libraries do offer. Books. You have the options of, print now, or you can use a Kobo or an e-reader of any sort to download books. Whatever works best with your reading preferences and your time. You don't have to make it a scheduled stop to come to the library if you use an e-reader. E-resources are available 24/7. We have a lot of online resources now. So again, you don't have to make the time to come in and grab an encyclopedia, which we don't even have a printed encyclopedia anymore. That's only available online. So, those online resources are available 24/7. You don't need the library to be open to access a lot of our resources.
Right.
We've also have technology to borrow. Here's a dash robot. We have 2 dash robots that people can come and print. We have C-readers, which can actually read print on a book for you. So you can just scan the book and it'll read it out to you at the same time. We have bird watching kits. So for anybody who wants to come in and do some bird watching, if they're going camping or just want to go out and visit, the Luther Marsh or something. And the bird watching kit you can borrow. We have 3 bird watching kits. You can borrow those, and it has the book, so you can identify the birds also, and includes binoculars and other items. There's so much that the library can offer, even if it's just a program, social outlet. We now have puzzles also behind me. We have a selection of puzzles that people can come and borrow for a month, and they don't have to purchase them. They can borrow them and bring them back.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So what other programs do library offer other than books and DVDs and video games and the technology?
So we here at the library run a wide range of programs for all ages, from 0 to senior age. Depending on the time of year or the kind of programs that we run a solid selection of programs from October until May. We run a really formidable summer reading program and several in-house summer programs, which are currently running right now. And we run lots of adult workshops as well throughout the year. We run March break programming, Christmas break programming. A library is a place where we're finding that people are coming not just for books but for socialization, just as Joanne said. Come to a program, meet new people, connect with people. We definitely found that after COVID, people were really looking to connect again and not just connect with people but maintain those connections. And so coming to the library on a regular basis for a program is a great way to do that.
To meet new people rather than just sit in your house.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And one of the things that we're really proud of here, the majority of our programs are free to use. So all of our summer programming is completely free. The majority of our yearly programming from October to May is free. We do run some workshops that are pay per use. We don't look to make any money from that. We're paying our vendors, which are mostly local. We like to support our local community. The library is just so much more than books.
Right. So these programs that you're talking about, are they for kids or for any specific age group?
So we run programs from toddler time all the way to, we run a program on Friday afternoons called Coffee, Tea, and Connection, which is for anybody over the age of 18. We run a tween program. We run Cocoa Club, which is for kids latency age 6 to 9. We run some teen programs. We're running 2 really successful cooking teen programs this summer. We have all ages involved.
Is there a cost to these programs?
The majority of them, no.
And do people have to register?
Some are register. A lot of our summer programming is register. We run a really fantastic cooking program as well, and that is a register program as well. But Cocoa Club, Toddler Time, Coffee, Tea, and Connection, our book clubs, those are all drop-in. No registration needed.
Okay. And if people have to register for some programs, where can they go to register?
So you can definitely check out our website for all of our events. We have several places on our website that you're going to look. So events will be all of our adult programming. Our teen page will be all for our teen programming, and our children's space will be up for all of our kids programming. Some of our programming throughout the year is a phone-in registration process, which is super easy. You just give us a call here and we write your name down on the list.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Do they have to be registered or signed up with the library to be able to attend the programs?
We do like patrons to be have a library card, which is completely free, and there are no address restrictions, so there's really no reason not to be. But it isn't... you don't have to be a member of our library to partake in our
Is there
programs.
a zone that falls, like is there a, what do you call, geographical area that falls under like people who are free to use the library, or does it?
I'm going to pass that to
The
Joanne.
Grand Valley Public Library is supported by the 3 municipalities, so the town of Grand Valley, the township of Amaranth, and the township of East Garifraxa. So those are the main population that we're looking to provide our services for. But we do not have a pay, if you're not in those areas, we do not charge a fee for you to have a library card in Grand Valley.
Anybody outside
Anybody
those
outside.
areas?
So I'm gonna use, there's a trailer park north of town, and most of those residents that are in there are summer residents, and they can come in and get a card for free. So
We certainly have
yeah, wonderful.
we certainly have patrons that might work in the community but don't live here, or maybe a grandparent that's looking after young children throughout the summer, and they are all welcome to have cards regardless of what their address is. Yeah.
Are there any specific programs that are most popular?
Ooh. You know what? I don't know if we could really pinpoint any most popular programs. We've had in the last several years, really coming out of COVID, excellent participation in the majority of our programs, which we feel really positive about,
Yeah.
being able to bring community members together. Certainly, if I maybe had to choose, I would say we started a kids cooking program in 2023, and that has been wildly successful. It is full every single time we post registration, and it is usually full within a few days, and we usually have a wait list.
Is it
for
run
that.
here or?
It's actually run at
kitchen?
the arena, because we don't have a commercial kitchen here.
Yeah.
So yes, it is run at the arena.
How many participants do you take in that cooking class?
So we have 10 participants, and it runs for 6 weeks. And so we will, I formulate all the recipes and do all the shopping, and then each week they make something different, and then they're able to take home whatever their creation was.
Great. So
Yeah.
I bet the kids love it.
They certainly do.
the kids love it, and the parents love it.
Yeah.
And it gives them some of that independence. You know,
Yes.
That,
That they can do things by themselves.
yes.
Yeah, and we've definitely seen kids that have continued on. So they've done a session with us, and then the next season we'll do another session, and I can definitely see those skills being built on from each session to session. So yeah, it's been great.
Great. Yeah. It's so good to see that the library is involving. You're a part of community and you're keeping the community together.
Well, it's really important when you look at like those life skills for cooking,
Yeah.
but also it's not just about community participation. I mean, that's involving food literacy, recipe building, reading, measurement, all those things like that. So.
And to teach them that pizza is not the only food.
You
And
got it.
and a microwave.
Yes.
You know, it's not just, you can make this food easy enough. You don't have to buy,
Yeah.
you know, that jar food or
Absolutely.
the frozen food or the frozen pizza. You can do it yourself.
You can do it yourself. You can fix a
Yes.
sandwich for yourself, and
Yes.
it doesn't take long.
No.
And with the rising cost of food, this is a really incredible way for kids to get involved in cooking and meal prep and all those things like that. But it also provides maybe a family a meal for someone to take home for 6
Exactly.
weeks. So that's pretty amazing too.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And the kids are learning, and of course, they are learning how to chop, measure ingredients. It's not just, pick it off the shelf and warm it up and eat.
Yeah, and they're doing everything from the recipe reading at the beginning to all the preparation, so cutting, chopping, peeling, all those things, the cooking, and then they wash dishes at the end, which they don't always love,
Great.
but
Yeah.
we
It's a part of it.
it's a skill set,
It's
absolutely.
A skill set. It's part of the job.
It's a part of the job.
Yeah.
If you're cooking, somebody has to do the dishes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there an age group for who can participate in the cooking classes?
Yeah, so that age group is open to grades 5 until 8.
Back to Joanne, I have a question
Sure.
for you. When you were saying about the technology and how library is not just the books, do you have any e-platform?
For ebooks, we use
Kindle?
Libby. Kindle we can't use. It's a proprietary product. So, but Kobo readers and just e-readers in general can use. We have two. One's Libby, and one's Cantook. Cantook is a French version of books. So
Okay.
anybody who would like some bilingual type material can go on to Cantook, and it has the French.
It has the e-books?
It has e-books and e-audio books. So if
Okay.
you don't want to read a book, but you want to listen to a book, both of those platforms do actually have them in audio or print.
Great.
Not every book, but a great selection.
Does
of
it have
books.
a wide range of books or just some?
Yes, it does. It has anywhere from, kids to adults.
And probably for people who don't know, and something that doesn't happen in big townships because of the population and how much work they already have, you can also do the intra-library.
Yes, we
Work.
offer, it's on hold right now, but we do offer interlibrary loans, and that means, because we're a smaller library, we can't hold as many books as, a sizable population.
I've been to bigger libraries and I never knew that this is even possible, that a book is not here, but you can bring it from another library. So
Yes, and it's available through every library in Ontario. It actually is. A lot of libraries don't necessarily promote it as much as we do, but the fact is we're a smaller library, so we can't hold as many books, or we don't have, a main branch with 20 other branches that hold other books too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very great service. So if we don't have the book you're looking for, as long as it's not a new book, then we can order it from another library.
Mm-hmm.
And we usually get it within a week to 2 weeks.
great. Is there something that sorry, I'm just bombarding maybe
No,
with
that's
questions.
fine.
Yeah. Is there something that people should know about library that they don't know and you want them to know?
I think the biggest thing is that even if you are not a reader, there is something for you here at the library. So we have lots of people come in that say, oh, well, I'm not really a reader. Okay, that's okay. We have free Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
We have use of computers. We have faxing services. We have printing services. We have puzzles. We have bird watching kits. We have robots. We have a multitude of programs that we have already talked about.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our programs are literacy based, but some aren't. Some are about building community, building connection. We have a multitude of options that if you are not a reader, or even if you're not a print reader, we have multiple books on CD, as we talked about. You have access to many audiobooks, if that is your preferred method of consuming literacy. There's no reason for you not to be here at the library, not just because it's a wealth of knowledge and information, but because it's super accessible. So many things we have here you don't have to pay for.
Right.
So why would you?
Yes, why would you
Yeah.
not?
And
Yeah.
we're here for the community.
Absolutely.
We're definitely here for the community and to support the community, and hopefully, if you have a question of the community, you can always come to the library and ask, and we'll try to help you.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to help. We're here to, support the community. So, it doesn't matter if you're a reader. It's not all about reading. It's about community. It's
Yeah.
about supporting. It's about helping.
Exactly, and which is the good part, or I should say the best part about living in a smaller community. Also, I want to highlight how you do the welcome packages for
Yes, so
new residents.
Yes, so we're part of that program. It's done by the Grand Valley Small Business Group. So it's a bunch of small businesses located in Grand Valley, and we do a little welcome bag for them. So the library provides the bag, and then all of the businesses, small businesses, or not all of the businesses, but a lot of the businesses will just put a small item in there to promote their business. So anybody who has just moved into town, or whether they've purchased or they're renting, they can pick up this this small business bag. It's like a welcome wagon bag, and hopefully they'll enjoy the items in there and support the businesses.
Great.
Just yesterday, actually, there was a provincial-wide outage with a lot of services, with some self-services. And you should have seen our library. So many people here coming for our internet, for use of our computers, for a space to work. So again, we provide so many things other than books.
Right, and you have this space that,
Absolutely. In today as well as yesterday, very, very hot. If you happen to not have air conditioning, you could come and sit in here. It's lovely and air conditioned. You could read a magazine or just sit and take a break. Absolutely.
even otherwise, if you need some peace and quiet.
Absolutely.
What better place than?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Not always.
Yeah. Sometimes
not always. We're not always very, very quiet. I mean, we do run programs and they involve children, so it can get loud in here. And that's fine. I mean, that's, it's not about,
Right.
again, it's not about being quiet and support. It's about community and children and noisy children are part of that community.
Right, and we don't want to teach kids that if you go to library you can't be yourself, or
No,
So,
we're supposed to be
yeah.
inclusive and that's what,
the best way to get them here is to
to accept them.
accept them and
Yes.
give them activities so they'll love it and they want to go to the library.
Absolutely.
And one thing will lead to the other, and then hopefully they will turn into good readers.
That's exactly it. We say that all the time. If a program or an activity brought someone to the library and then as a result they became a reader, fabulous. Even if they don't though, that's okay.
That's
We're
okay.
just happy to see you if you're
Exactly,
here.
that's okay. At least they got out of their houses and they've gotten something to do. They've seen another person's face, probably interacted with a
Sure.
couple.
But if they just want to meet their friends,
Exactly,
it's a
yeah.
safe community place to meet your friends and come
meet-
and sit. I mean,
Right.
this is a beautiful sitting area, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's, again, community.
Right. I'm just curious, how did you start with the library? Is there a story behind it?
I've always been an avid reader, and I've always, any town that I've lived in, one of the first things I've actually went and got was a library card, because both my husband and I are avid readers. So I lived in the community for a number of years, and a position became available, so I applied. And I was lucky enough to get it, and it just progressed from there, yes.
And you worked your way up to the CEO?
Yes. When our previous CEO was Shan Layton, she worked here for 40 years, and she brought up the library to what it is. Like, she lived through the tornado. She built the library, helped build this building, and then moved through the technology. Because I mean, when she started, there was no computers, and it slowly built up to computers and technology, and then and now we're moving into more other things to also, like we also have radon detectors, like happy lights. It's called the Library of Things, so it's not just books, but it's things. It's technology. It's other things that people might not want to purchase, but they can borrow. I mean, we also have, which we never, for technology, is hotspots. So we have internet hotspots where you can put your name on reserve because they're very popular, and you have internet for a week. So if you don't have internet or your internet's down, you can borrow a hotspot and take it with you, take it home, and you have internet provided for free.
How many days they can loan it for?
7 days.
7 days.
7 days, and then they need to bring it back.
Is there a resource page or a resource booklet where people can see what resources are available?
We do have a brochure for most of our welcome brochure has items and some of the there's a few things that cost, like we provide printing, faxing, scanning. So I mean, those are some of those services that there's not many places in town, but we do provide those services. Some of them, like printing and faxing, there is a small cost for it. Most of it is not for profit. It's just cost recovery. So there's minimal charges to those items.
Right, yeah, so all they have to do is maybe come here and ask, And for all the new people moving to Grand Valley, they should definitely come here and collect their welcome package.
Yes.
One of the positive things too about working at the library, and because it's right in the middle of town, we happen to, we have a very small staff group as well. We happen to know a lot of things going on in town, whether it's happening within the library or not. So it's always a good idea, if you are new to town, or even if you're not, to come on through here to find some great resources as well for you. That there might be something that we know, that we've heard
Absolutely.
about, that we've, experienced here at the library, because there are so many community things going on around us as well.
Most of us actually do live in town, so we're a great resource.
Right.
That's
Just the staff alone, even if, even if we don't know the answer, we will try to find the answer or connect
Right.
you to the right person
That's right.
to get the answer.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of connections throughout the
Yeah,
community.
so if you have a question, maybe just come to the library and ask.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And somebody will give you the answer.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll certainly try very hard.
Yes, I know. I trust you. So I'm going to ask you the same question. What
Sure.
inspired you to start your journey at the library?
So I came to the library, as I said, in 2021 after a significant career change. I had been a social worker for almost 20 years. And so I was looking for a career change that would allow me to still work with the public, but in a bit of a different way. So when I saw the job posting, I thought, this makes good sense for me. And I applied, and I was really fortunate to be successful in it. And we've worked really hard to develop this
Right.
This program,
position.
the position itself, and promote our programs. Like, we are limited for space, so I mean, we can't build our collection up much more than we already have, but we can build our programs and our outreach. So that has been a main focus for the last couple of years since I created the position, and we've just.
And you're doing a wonderful job promoting all the activities and things going on on social media. I think it's really helpful. And if people are not following you on social media, I guess they should.
They should be, absolutely.
They should be, and that's the best way to know what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything is posted on our website, but absolutely, social media is the best way to get most up-to-date things. So, for example, just this week for our summer programming, all of our summer programming is completely free, but we do take registration for it. But sometimes things happen, and so we've had a few parents call and say, oh, I can't come today. So that allows us to have a few spaces. So I'm able to post that on Facebook and on Instagram to say, hey, we have a few spaces, so if you want to drop in, those would be
There you
available
go, yeah.
to you. So yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, that is wonderful, and I think everybody should follow your social accounts and
Yes.
then the web page so that they know what's going on. Is there a limit on how many times you can borrow the technology? These robots or
There's
maybe
not
the
a
readers?
limit on it. There are some limits that you might not be able to renew the item. So like a hotspot. If there's holds on an item, whether it be a technology or a hotspot or a book, if somebody else is wanting it, you need to return it so that the next person can borrow it. And then you can just go back on the list again and borrow it again. We don't limit how many times you can take out an item. So.
Or for books, there's no limit. We have that question all the
Yeah.
time. How many books can I take out? As many as you can read. And something that a lot of libraries have been doing, and we have been fine-free. So there are no fines on the majority of our materials. There are a few fines on hotspots, video games.
Most of it is the technology, right? A book, there is no fines on it. Even if you're extremely overdue, which we do occasionally get them, we don't have fines on them. We would rather have the material back than charge you a fee. So, I mean, even if you've had the book out, we hope not for 2 or 3 months. But if you do, you can bring it back with no reprisal. You know, as soon as we get the item back, you can borrow again.
Absolutely.
So it's not a punishment or fines to fines aren't a punishment.
So what's the process like? If I'm borrowing a book from the library, do I get reminders? Hey, your book is overdue. Your book is due on so and so date, and if I don't do it, another reminder goes and another.
Yes.
Until what point?
So for the library, you get a library card. You get your books out. Books are 3 weeks. So after 7 days, I believe, you get an email notice. You get three overdue email notices when your materials are out. If at that point it doesn't come back or you don't renew it, then after a point we will send an invoice. So you would be asked to pay for that item that's lost. But if the item comes back, you don't have to, we just rebut that invoice. It's not a matter of, we can't afford to lose material.
Yeah.
And if you've lost it or damaged it, yes,
Of course.
unfortunately, you're expected to pay for it.
Right.
But if you just bring it back late, no. There's no fines on that.
There is no fine. Okay.
Yeah.
And we don't want a barrier for someone not coming to the library. So historically, if there had been a fine, and while we had a cap on fines, it was $5.
Yeah, $5.
There are some other libraries that wouldn't have a cap. So somebody would have, $20 worth of late fines, and that would result in them not coming back to the library. So we really want to eliminate as many barriers for people to come as possible. So that was the purpose of eliminating fines. And things happen, things get kids, things get damaged, things get lost, that happens. Just come to us and say, oh my goodness, this book has become damaged, I can't find it. That happens a lot. Like, I know I'll find it,
and we allow people that say I cannot, absolutely, and we say, okay, we'll put a note on the account and we'll give you a few more months to look for it. We'll just say, that you're looking for it, we'll let you look for it, and at a certain point that you just don't want, you just say, okay, I'll just pay for it. And if at that time some of the books are expensive, and we will work with you. If you can't afford to spend $45 for a hardcover book at that time, payment plans are an option.
Just show up and be honest and say what happened rather than just ghosting.
Yes.
That doesn't help anybody.
That's right. Right. But again, I think historically it had been a bit of a barrier. So we really want to welcome as many people back as possible. So let's have a chat and we'll work it out.
Right.
Absolutely.
We will work with whoever if there's an issue. Yes.
So since you're a library and you deal with books, and we're talking about kids damaging the books or the books being damaged, let's not label kids there.
That's actually very valid. Very valid.
Anybody can damage a book.
Yes.
Do you have, or what do you recommend for if a book got damaged? Maybe a glass of water got spilled on a book, or maybe a few pages are torn.
Depending on the amount of damage, some books can be repaired. There's a few tricks that we do. But the most important part, if it gets wet, is to actually air the book out and let it dry really well. Because basically, if you bring a book back wet and we don't realize it's wet and we put it on the shelf, it will mold. So at that point, as soon as there's mold on a book,
It's gone.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
It is definitely garbage. So the best thing is to basically dry the book out as quick as possible. Depending on the damage of the water, some of it can be, overlooked. Let's say overlooked, or we can actually flatten some of the pages. There's ways to flatten the pages that it is readable. Again, a lot of the damage for water in the last couple of years, I mean, everybody has a water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
You put the water bottle in the bag, you put the book in the bag, and the water bottle leaks.
Yes.
That's a
And the-
common one nowadays. And again, dry out the book the best you can. Unfortunately, if we can't repair it, if it's too much water damage, we will ask you to pay for the book.
Are there services like that? People who can, if not the library book, if I have a book that's gotten damaged and now I don't know what to do with it, are there people or somebody specializes in repairing the book,
Not
restoring the book?
Not most part. Like, you can, if a page is loose or something, we have some special glue. Like, there is actually really good library glue out there.
Okay.
And so we can actually glue a page back into a book.
Where do you get your glue from?
A library supplier.
A book
Yeah,
supplier.
we have,
Is that separate than what we get at the store?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
It's a very, very strong glue. You would need very little of it, and it will
Do
glue.
you sell it?
Wet pages, it sounds funny, but you can actually iron wet like when they dry, you can iron them and you can flatten them out.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be very quick about it and know what you're doing. And the plastic covers, plastic covers we can replace if a barcode label, like one of our labels get ripped off, which is, we've had a couple this week actually. We can just reprint those and
You
put
should.
them on, yeah.
And as much as I think we're talking about this, the majority of our circulated items all come back just fine.
Yeah.
They all come
No,
back
of
just fine.
course.
We
I'm
just
sure-
have
I'm
a
sure-
few
yeah.
things.
And honestly, I mean, some of the spring and fall is puppies. Puppies love to chew books.
Chew
I don't
books.
know what it is about books, but if there's a book on the table, your puppy's going to eat it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure most of the stuff comes back, but
Yes.
then there are incidents
Sure.
with books and the pages either getting ripped or something got spilled on the book.
And sometimes it's just regular wear and tear, right?
Yeah.
We just, my coworker and I were just looking at a book, like a Dogman book. So those are wildly popular with kids.
Yeah.
So if a book goes out 100 times, that's some regular wear and tear
Yeah,
that's just
yeah.
going to happen, and
Yeah.
that's nobody's fault per se, right?
And
Right.
that's it. Like some of the damage, if it's not your fault the book's damaged, you don't pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's wear and tear, normal wear and tear, no, we're not going to make you, if the page falls out and it's because the book is old,
Mm-hmm.
then we're not going to charge you for that damage. The books we're talking about that we would charge for damages, the puppy chewing on it. Sometimes, unfortunately, the children like to draw on the books and color in the books. Stuff like that unfortunate incidences that not unexplained circumstances, like pages falling out or,
Right. Is there one book that you recommend everybody should read?
I have a hard time with that. I mean, I am an avid reader and everybody has different preferences. So what I like and enjoy, the next person might not like. So it's just
What's your
grab a
favorite book?
I actually don't have a favorite book.
I thought so.
I don't have a favorite book. I have favorite authors that I like to read, and when they come out with a book, I will read their book. But I don't necessarily have a favorite book. And I don't tend to reread a book. So, because there's always a next
thing, yeah.
there's always one more book coming
And
out.
then you are in a library.
Yes.
How many, can you even count how many books have you read?
I have no idea.
How many books you read in a month?
Right now, I'm not reading a lot. I mean, at one point, I was reading a book every 3 days.
Wow.
But I'm probably reading a book a week, a book every 2 weeks right now. I've been very busy, so I still make time to read, but I don't sit and read for hours at a time, which I used to do that.
More than most people.
Yeah.
How about you, Sarah?
My favorite book. So my favorite book I've ever read is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. That was a book that, so in these different stages of my life, I've been more or less of an avid reader, and The Nightingale was a book I read several years ago that kind of ignited my love of reading again. I read quite a bit as well, so I think last year I read 100 books, so
Wow.
again, like,
Was it a goal?
I did, yeah, I did have a little
100,
goal. But yeah, so I read quite
I think
frequently as well.
when people have their New Year resolutions, I think they should have this in there. How many books are they gonna read this year? I think you should do that. Maybe do a contest on how many books are you gonna read this year.
Well, that's funny
Challenge.
that you say that. So we do have a summer reading program right now that we have some really incredible prizes for. We have early readers, which is 0 to 8, and then intermediate readers, which is 9 to 18, and it's based on how much you read over the summertime, and there's some pretty incredible prizes, so we do.
How do you track how much you read?
Yeah, so anybody that's participating in that, the TD Summer Reading Club, which is what our summer reading is, it tracks through an app called Beanstack, and it's a super easy way that either a parent or an older child can sign in. They get a login, and then they just track their books either by books read or minutes read.
Minutes read.
Yeah.
Depending on the age group, we
Did you get a lot
change
of good response for the reading club?
Absolutely,
Every
yeah.
year?
Yeah, each year has increased and increased. I have to look. I wish I was prepared this year, but last year we had 114 participants in our
Wow.
TD Summer Reading Club, which the year previous we had 54. So that's
That's a huge increase.
50%,
Yes.
right? Like that's
Yeah.
incredible. And so that in itself, I mean, that many kids reading all summer long, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Yes.
And to us, I mean, we want the children to read, the kids to read. It doesn't matter if you read one book in the summer,
Yeah.
whether you read 50 books in the summer. I mean, the fact that you're reading and keeping up those reading skills is important. It is really important. There's also special readers for people with dyslexia to help them build those skills to become efficient readers. Dyslexia shouldn't be a barrier. You should be able to.
Yeah. And it's not just about reading for the sake of reading. You learn so much more just by reading
That's right.
a
Yeah.
book.
The knowledge that you gain within the reading that you do. Yeah, as absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, well, if people are not coming to the library, they should. But if they don't know the way to the library, what are you going to tell them? Where can they find you?
Well, we're right in the middle of the town of Grand Valley. And Dufferin County has 3 libraries. We all run as separate libraries. You have the Orangeville Public Library, and then you have the Shelburne Public Library also in Dufferin County. So there is 3 libraries, depending on where you live, to go visit. And we all run different programs and visit your local library. It doesn't matter where you live. Visit your local library.
Yeah.
They have something to offer everyone.
Absolutely.
And ask about what programs they have, not just during summer. I'm sure you have programs
They have,
running throughout the year.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Libraries aren't just for summer reading, they're for programming and reading all year long. Absolutely.
Exactly. All right, well, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching Proudly Dufferin.